of you have a pet? Now, how many of you adopt your pet from an animal shelter? Those of you that raised your hands, I want to thank you for adopting your pet from an animal shelter because you saved a life. Now, if you're a bit confused on what I mean, let me try to explain. From July 1st, 2010 to June 30th, 2011, so a year's time, the Kanawha County Animal Shelter euthanized almost 6,400 animals. That's over 526 pets a month, or approximately 17 pets a day. And that's just one animal shelter. Now, generally, when a person decides to adopt a pet, they start contemplating the different character traits, sizes, maintenance, and the cost that comes with being that kind of pet's owner. Gathering this info leads them to select a particular breed of animal. Then they typically start to seek out a breeder and try to find the best price for their dog or animal. While there's nothing wrong with shopping around and trying to get a good deal, you should also put as much time into from where and from whom you get your animal from as you do in selecting that particular breed. Just because someone claims to be an animal breeder doesn't mean it's the best choice as from where you should get your pet. Many so-called breeders are actually people that are running a puppy mill. Puppy mills are an operation where male and females are put together to breed for the sole purpose of producing puppies and money. A reputable registered breeder loves the breed, loves their pet, and focuses on keeping that bloodline pure. In a lot of cases, a true breeder will actually lose money in the puppies, but they don't care because they love that particular breed. Animals in puppy mills are not usually considered to be pets, nor are they treated as one. For example, this is Ellie. Ellie is a Labradoodle, and whenever she was born, her and her nursing mother and siblings were left outside in the intense summer heat without any food or water. Thankfully, a neighbor took pity and called the Humane Society, who came and removed her from the breeder. Ellie and the other puppies were placed in an animal rescue in Boone County, where they are tended back to health and adopted. Another problem that is common in puppy mills is inbreeding. These so-called breeders keep several male and females on hand, so there's almost a constant supply of puppies all year round. After the parents become older, they are replaced by their puppies, and in some cases you end up with inbreeding. For example, this is Hildy. She is from a breeder in Beckley who actually had so many Shih Tzu puppies that she was able to put herself through nursing school. Hildy was born with a bad knee joint, bulged eye, and underbite, and these are all common traits of inbreeding. Hildy's breeder was just going to let her live and exist in a cage because to her she was of no use and couldn't be adopted. But thankfully, my grandparents have a heart for special puppies and talked the breeder into letting them adopt her. Another example is Lily. Come here, Lily. Lily was from a breeder in Elkview who not only bred little Yorkies, but also Schnauzers, Dutch Hounds, and Chihuahuas. So in other words, she made her living off of selling puppies. Lily has a severe overbite that makes it difficult for her to eat her food. And this is another example of inbreeding. Now, you may have your heart set on a particular breed and are under the impression that the only way you can get that particular breed is through a pet store or a breeder. But this is not the case. There are literally hundreds of purebreds in rescue centers and shelters in our area. In fact, John Davis from the Putnam County Animal Shelter states that 1 in 4 dogs that come into the shelter are purebreds. Mr. Davis also explained that if purebreds are not placed within a few days, they contact a rescue center that takes that particular breed. This is a common practice for all animal shelters. For example, this is Annabelle. Come here, Annie. This is Annabelle. Annabelle and her sister Molly were turned into the animal shelter in Greenbrier County. And from almost day one, Annabelle started showing signs of stress from where she was in an caged area and her way from her owners. The shelter called the Mountain State Foster Rescue Center, and where they drove all the way down to Greenbrier County and picked both Annabelle and Molly up. Now, if you don't really care about the breed and just simply want the Okay. If you don't really care about the breed and just simply want a pet, then the animal shelter is the perfect place for you to find your faithful companion. According to Brian from the Kanawha County Animal Shelter, they took in 2,443 dogs, 1,802 puppies, 2,820 kittens, 2,133 cats, and 42 other animals like rabbits, guinea pigs, ducks, and ferrets. Just last year. That's 9,240 animals in 1 year. That's plenty of potential for you to choose your favorite pet. Also, Dr. Alan McNeil from Crosslanes Veterinary Hospital claims that mixed breed dogs, or mutts, have a tendency to live longer lifespans as they do not have the problems that come with purebreds. So if you're considering getting a new member of your family, don't support a puppy mill who uses and in some cases abuses innocent animals. Instead, please check out your local animal shelter. You may find the purebred you have your heart set on, or lead as to which rescue center you can pick them up at. You'll also be saving a life. Out of the 9,240 animals that were taken to the Kanawha County Animal Shelter last year, 6,391 were euthanized. That's almost 70%. So remember, don't breed them back while shelter animals die.